Welcome back, guys, to another video. This is the last video whereby we're going to prove using the compound angles. Now on this one I'm gonna use tan, guys, because on the first two or the past two videos I use sine and cos. So on this one I'm gonna use tangent or tan to prove that the right hand side is the same as the left hand side using compound angles. Now let me continue. Now with tan, now here's what we have with tan. Let's say we have a problem like this. So let's say we have tan. Let me just make sure that all right, we have tan. Tan, let's say 90 minus theta, and then we say this is equaling to, remember this is a co-ratio, so for the fact that you see 90 minus theta, it means it's a co-ratio. And now 90 minus theta, what quadrant is this? Usually 90 minus theta, in fact 90 minus theta is the first quadrant, so the answer should be positive. Now since the answer is positive, but what is the co-ratio of tan? So the co-ratio of tan is supposed to be cot theta. So the answer is positive. Remember, if you don't remember these co-ratios, you need to go and watch the videos about co-ratios. I made a video about co-ratios, guys. I'll leave it in the descriptions and also on the icon up there. You can click on it there. Alright, so now with tan is quite different, guys. You can remember with tan you can actually change tan. You can say tan sine is the same as this. Tan is the same as what I'm writing here. I think it's easier to do it this way. So you can change and use the identity of tan, whereby you can say sine over cos, it's also tan. Now meaning, now if it's like this, you're supposed to use on the numerator, you're supposed to use the sine compound angle, and in the denominator you're supposed to use the cos compound angle. Now let me just write the formulas here so that we remember. Okay, so for sine, if you still remember, it's actually sine A plus or minus B, which is equaling to sine A cos B plus or minus sine B multiplied by cos A. No, cos A. I forgot the multiplication. Actually, let me just go back, guys. Let me just go back and do this. It's too much. Can I do the undoing? There we go. Now let's go back. This is A. Okay, so multiply them. Alright, now this is for sine. This is a compound angle formula for sine. What about for cos? So for cos, it's actually cos, well, A plus or minus B. Right, now it's gonna be cos A multiplied by cos B. Alright, and then plus or minus sine A and sine B. Alright, so this is the formulas for compound angles for cos and sine. So since we're gonna use both of them, so we're gonna refer on these two. Now let's continue. Where are we? Yes, this is where we are. So let me just put an equal sign there. Let me just put an equal sign here. There we go. Alright, so for sine, remember when on the numerator we have sine 90 minus theta. So you know that this 90 is actually A and theta is B. Now for sine, if you look on your right hand side, the formula is supposed to be sine A. In this case, it's gonna be sine 90 multiplied by cos theta. Alright, then since we're using sine, again I repeat, the sine is supposed to be negative, so we take the sine from the original ratio there, and then after that it's gonna be sine b. What is our sine b in this case? It's gonna be theta, and then multiply by cos a. So what is our cos a in this case? It's gonna be 90. On all this, divide. Let's divide all this. Divide by, now the one of cos. Now we focus on cos. If you look on our right hand side, you can see that is cos a multiplied by cos b. So our cos a here is 90. Cos 90 multiplied by cos theta. Alright, and then since cos, unlike sine, is gonna be vice versa. If this is sine is negative, here it's gonna be plus. Alright, please do not forget that, because it's very, very important. And then after that it's gonna be sine a multiplied by sine b. In this case, sine a is 90. Sine 90 multiplied by sine theta. So this is how we are supposed to break it down. Let me just scroll down a bit there. Now, as we continue, let me just continue a bit. As we continue here, you can see that sine 90. What is sine 90? Sine 90 is supposed to give you 1. So it's going to be 1 multiplied by cos theta minus. Now, what is cos 90? What is this cos 90 here? Cos 90 is going to give us 0. And then we divide. Let's just divide there. And then now we say cos 90, just like this one, is going to give us 0 multiplied by cos theta plus, what is our sine 90? It's 1 multiplied by sine theta. So as you can see, this term here is going to be 0 and this one is going to be 0. So on the numerator, you're going to be left with only cos theta. There we go. And then minus 0. So even if you don't write anything here, you are still fine. But on the denominator, look at this. This is going to be 0 plus sine theta. So it's going to be 0 plus this. So even if you don't write 0, we're going to be left with sine theta. Now, if we still remember, if tan is equaling to sine over cos, this means that cot is the opposite, is cos over sine. Alright, sine. Let me just put thetas here, okay? So it means that, guys. So meaning, what do we have here? As you can see here on the last one, we have cos over sine. So if we continue, you will see that our answer is gonna be cot theta. So it does look like our right hand side. Let me just zoom out. I hope you guys can see. If I zoom out, let's look at everything here. So we're supposed to prove that this side is the same as the other side here, and then it is, because our final answer is cot. So this is how you do this problem right here, guys. When it comes to cot, when it comes to tan, you have to use the identity whereby tan is sine over cos, and you start solving, and then you use these compound angles. Guys, if you understand, please do not forget to like and comment. If there's any other way of doing this which is shorter, you can also add. And do not forget to share this to your friends who are struggling to do this problem. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Till next